This looks absolutely sick. The fact that Pigpen doesn't change, it's kind of lame. I mean, I don't know how long this skin was in development for, and I don't know if they had like the idea of Pigpen all finalized and even like the final model of Pigpen finalized before the skin was made. But I'm sure future hog skins after this one will have custom Pigpens. Gun looks kind of small. That's good. I like the hook. The hook looks fucking sick. How do you even see the emo? Is it in the trailer? Here, let me watch the season 8 trailer. Actually, I have not watched it.
Well, there's a bunch of enemies over there.
Call of the Hunt. All right, didn't they turbo buff him?
I like it when the prey fights back.
You do not want to hear me.
Aurora Mythic.
Try and stop me.
What the fuck? Why are they so big? That's pretty cool. Oh, another Anna skin? She gets so much.
I am a sly and stealthy hunter.
Looks cool. Looks okay. I like that one. Okay, it's like Lava Girl. Hard light weapons. Oh, it's very reminiscent of like Symmetra's gun, right? Back in Overwatch 1 for default weapon.
They were falters.
Winter's Wonderland.
Hard or working
Oh, those are new. Those look sick. Wait, that looks so sick.
A most impressive display.
Let the festivities begin.
That's nice. You know, generally, I don't think Winter Wonderland has many great skins.
Working hard.
Just because it gets like kind of outshined by like Halloween. But dude, these are actually clean. I like these.
Or working harder.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the cast one looks so good. Bap looks good. Alari's it's festive. It's not bad. I like it. Honestly, these might be the best like Winter Wonderland batch of skins that we've gotten. All right, Orisa Mythic. Dude, Anna gets so many skins. It's crazy. Anna gets so many skins and she doesn't get nerfs. I'm convinced someone there at Blizzard, everyone just fucking loves Anna. Everyone just loves Anna there. Cool skin though, but holy fuck. Light skins. It's only for Rhine, Reaper, and Mercy. Damn. Balance. Okay, now we're going to balance. Meteor Strike now regenerates 75 HPS while in the air. Ultimate cost increased 16%. I don't know if this is like a net buff or a net nerf. Because like him getting the cooldown or the ultimate a little bit longer is pretty sizable, because like usually you want to use like your ult to like reset cooldowns or just like get out of jail free. So like I don't know, like this is a good buff, but this is also a good nerf. I don't know. We'll just have to see how fast Doomfist still charge. I don't know. I still think Doomfist is going to charge pretty fast, and I think it's just going to make his ult stronger. So overall, I'd say this is more of a buff. 10 heals per second isn't that much if you're 1 HP. Yeah, if you're 1 HP, but like if you're going to be using Doom ult, chances are you're just going to land in half HP. Plus, you get a shield for every time you damage someone with that Meteor Strike. So it's going to make his engages, I don't know, just like a little bit more beefier. Which, I don't know. I think this is overall actually a buff. And I don't know if Doomfist needs a buff. Like, at all. I'm be honest. Yeah, using it to an escape and grab a health pack. Yeah. Makes sense. Junker Queen, Scattergun, spread reduced 8%. I feel like Queen's been getting like a lot of buffs. Like she's getting buff. She gets a lot of buffs. I don't know if she needed it. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Queen's mostly fine right now. It's just other characters in the game just make Queen not so good. But I guess why not? I guess why not? Because no one is playing Queen, playing Junker Queen. Okay, well, why aren't people playing Junker Queen? I think that's a good question. Is it because the character is bad, or is it because, you know, the environment in Overwatch is like, you know, fucking just not good for Queen? I don't know. Overall, I don't think this is gonna make her pick rate like go insanely up. I'm gonna be honest. This is like kind of like a whatever buff. Actually, no, it's still good. What am I saying? This is still absolutely good. Malga, base health reduced from 500 to 350. Base armor increased from 0 to 150. Head hit volume reduced by 15%. Damn, that's major buffs to his survivability, and that's not even touching his abilities, chat. They didn't even touch any of his abilities, and this just increases survivability by a pretty decent amount. Okay, incendiary and volatile chain guns. Spread for firing both guns reduced 15%. So before, wait, reduced 15%. What was that before? Fire rate multiplier for firing both guns reduced from 25 to 0%. Damage per shot increased from 4.5 to 5. Holy fuck. Damage fall off range increased from 25 to 30. Max ammo increased from 300 to 350, and movement speed penalty reduced from 20 to 15 per gun. So if you're shooting both guns, so it's going to be a tighter spread. So at distances, you can kind of like, I don't know. I feel like it's still going to be mostly good against tanks. I'm going to be honest. Like, I remember the spread was pretty bad. I would have to see how the spread looks, to be honest with you. I would have to see this. But these are, this is crazy. This is crazy too, because if you're shooting both guns, you have a 40% movement penalty. Now, if you're shooting both guns, you have a 30% movement penalty. So that's actually kind of fucking good. But also at the same time, Maug is really big and easy to hit. I don't know if it's going to be like that crazy, but still a good change. I think this is probably going to be like the most impactful one though. Gonna be honest, and this one. And maybe this one. Overrun. It can no longer be interrupted by hack. I don't know why that was even a thing to begin with. Damage reduction increased from 30 to 50. Overrun? Chat, did they mean it right there? Chat, I feel like this should be right here. No? Overrun's the charging ability. That doesn't give you damage reduction, does it? Cardiac overdrive. Live steal increase from 60 to 70. Dude, what's Reaper's lifesteal? Reaper has a lifesteal. What is it? Reaper's lifesteal is 35%. That sounds about right. 70% lifesteal while doing more damage with a tighter spread and more ammo. I feel like shooting tanks as Malga is still gonna be like the best way to play him. But that, okay, chat, I'm assuming this damage reduction is for cardiac overdrive, which is fucking crazy. 50% damage reduction is crazy. I don't know. I feel like he might be too lenient on this as like a hero. It might be too lenient on this. No, it's for Overrun. Overrun has damage reduction. Okay. I honestly thought cardiac overdrive was the ability that had damage reduction. I didn't know fucking Overrun had it. Gonna be honest. All right, Berserker, the passive over health conversion rate increased from 40% to 50%. So that's the green health, right? The more you set people on fire and the more you crit them, the more over health you get. We got a lot of constructive feedback from players when Malga was available to try during his free preview weekend. So we've adjusted his kit for his official launch to give him the ability to last longer in a fight. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I mean, I think Sigma is still gonna be just like the dominant tank. Like I'm gonna be honest. Sigma just Sigma will shit on Malga, I think. So will Anna still. So I don't really see these changes really making Malga good. I think Anna and Sigma are going to be really good against him. Oh boy, Ramatra. Base health reduced from 300 to 200. Base armor increased from 0 to 100. Okay, kind of reminiscent of Malga there. Void accelerator projectile size increased from 0.075 to 1 meters. Okay. Damage increased from 4.5 to 5. I need to see these. I just need to see these. That's not bad. Sigma experimental barrier regeneration rate reduced from 100 to 85 health per second. Sigma has very effective defensive options between his experimental barrier and kinetic grasp. The barrier regeneration rate is being reduced in order to create more opportunities to attack Sigma directly. Chat, what tank is good against Winston? Or what tank is good against Sigma? You know, like, it's Winston, right? Like, I feel like they could nerf Bastion and Sigma wouldn't be that needed of a character. But because Bastion is so strong, it kind of makes Sigma good. But like if you nerf Bastion, then Winston is good, and Winston is good against Sigma. So like don't get me wrong, I don't like Sigma, but I don't think he's like necessarily OP. All right, Winston, Tesla cannon, now ignores armor damage reduction. I feel like it's fine. I mean, that's not really too bad. I feel like this is really only gonna be good against like Brig. And that's about it, to be honest. Okay. Damage May. Endothermic blaster. Max ammo reduced from 150 to 120. Good. Good. Fuck that little demon. Winston's a tank buster now? Nah, he is definitely not a tank buster. You don't want to play Winston and just zap tanks. That's just... Yeah, against other tanks with large... Wait. He still won't specialize in dealing with tanks? Yeah, like this is really only going to be good against like Brig and maybe Bastion. Other than that, like it's going to provide... Like if he's against Reinhardt, it's going to be okay, but like this is mainly going to be good against Brig, chat. Yeah, and Torb. Brig and Torb, yeah. Not a crazy change. You're not going to see an increase of Winston play, chat. I don't think so. Soldier 76, Biotic field cooldown increase from 15 to 18. I mean, sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say. Sure. Sombra, EMP, oh yeah, ability to lock out duration increased from 1.5 to 3, damage reduced from 30 to 25% of the current health. Yeah, this is gonna be trash to play against. I can already see sometimes me being like 300 HP as Hog, right? And then Sombra's just gonna EMP me, throw a virus and just kill me. So I don't know. Yeah, more CC. Yeah, I don't know about adding CC to DPS. Like CC's not bad for the game unless it's on tanks, but like CC for tank or for DPS and supports is pretty bad because you can have 2 supports and 2 DPS per game, but you can only have 1 tank per match, or I guess technically 2. But you know what I mean? There's only 1 per team. So adding CC to DPS and supports is a little concerning. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully this doesn't last too long, chat. I hope people fucking start complaining about it, because this is gonna be hell, especially for support players. I think, like, it's gonna be bad for tanks, but this is gonna be especially worse for supports. Torbjorn overload overhealth increase from 75 to 100. Chat, didn't they just mess with this last patch? Aren't they like going back and forth with this one? The health decrease on overload severely impacted Torbjorn's overall effectiveness, so we're reverting that change. I don't know. What about increasing the fucking projectile speed of his his primary fire? What about fucking making, I don't know. Oh, Torb, I think Torb, they shouldn't just put, you know, make him really reliant on this one ability. I think they should just make him decent outside of this ability by like increasing the projectile speed of his like rivet gun. So he's just better outside of the outside of this ability. But like, I don't know. I feel like making characters really reliant on one cooldown to be successful is just not good. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So a little disappointed with this one, not gonna lie. Tracer pulse pistols damage increase from 5.5 to 6. Yeah, like it's a good buff, but I think Sojourn is still gonna be I think Sojourn's still gonna be like the most optimal and the better pick. Gonna be honest. Like, I know they buffed Winston, and Winston has some synergy with Tracer, but I don't know. Sojourn is just Sojourn, you know what I mean? And Bastion still exists, so like, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to push Tracer and Winston to be good, but dude, nerf Bastion and you'll have Winston be good. Then you don't need to nerf Sigma. Then Tracer can also be good because like Winston's playable. And you gave Tracer a pretty decent buff, because, not gonna lie, Chad, this Tracer buff is actually good, but I just don't see this changing anything without Bastion being nerfed. So, good changes. I just don't see it actually changing anything. Alright, let's move on to support. Baptiste Biotic Launcher. Primary fire ammo reduced from 45 to 36. That's his pew, 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 like his shooting, right? To deal damage. I mean, good. I like, but I would nerf other parts of his kit. Gonna be honest. I would nerf other parts of his kit. Still a huge ammo? Yeah. This realistically is not gonna change Baptiste's pick rate. Baptiste is still gonna be extremely strong, so yeah. Baptiste has high amounts of sustained damage in addition to his various survival tools. Maybe nerf the survival tools. We would prefer to keep his long cooldowns abilities feeling impactful. So we're going to be pulling back some of his damage potential here. I would have liked if they were going down this route, I would have liked that they touched the damage itself and not the ammo count. That's just me though. Brig, let's see. Whip shot damage reduced from 80 to 70. Brig ended up being the best performing support hero in the game by a fair margin since the last patch. It's likely a result of more than just damage breakpoint change. Yes, but it was a significant increase to her offense, so we're reverting it and we'll continue to evaluate further. You know what, chat? Honestly, seeing this, very disappointing, but the fact that they at least acknowledge this, I am okay with it. Like, as long as they know that this isn't why she's broken, I'm okay with it.
Thanks.
I do like that they at least acknowledge that this wasn't itself the problem, but it just like it just kind of like added gasoline to the fucking fire, right? So decent change. Honestly, I like this more. I like this sentence more than I like the nerf, but yeah. Kiriko, healing Afuda, projectile speed increase from 14 to 18 meters per second. So those are the like the tickets or the whatever things, right? the things that heal you. So it goes a little bit faster. Yeah, they move very slowly. So this is actually really good. I like this. Protection Suzu, invulnerability duration reduced from 0.85 to 0.65. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you time the ability right, that's all that matters. Like this still matters, but like this is just too good. So like, yeah. Healing explosion increase from 40 to 80 health. So when you get Suzu'd, it heals you for 40 burst. Now it's 80 burst. Yeah. Reducing the protection Suzu invulnerability time further will help it feel less frustrating to play against, but still enable it to have big play making moments, although with a stricter timing requirement. I mean, is it really a stricter timing requirement if you just press E and they become invul and you just nerfed the duration? You didn't really a stricter timing requirement in my mind would be adjusting the cast time, but like this doesn't change cast time, it just changes the duration. So I just don't get this. A stricter timing requirement. Chat, am I weird for thinking that like cast time or the projectile speed will just like actually make this you to have be more precise with it, or no? You guys get what I mean, or no? I don't know if I'm explaining right. I think it's less forgiving against Diva Bomb or Doomel. Yes, but this only really fucks over players that don't really know those timings that well. So this really fucks over people in metal rings, but people that already know the timings of these abilities, like this doesn't really change anything. So like this makes the game harder for lower ranked players, but still keeps it the same for everyone in high elo. So like is like a nothing change. Is a nothing change, gonna be honest. But again, we'll see. Weird change though. I don't know about this. Weird change though. Mercy Valkyrie. Activating Valkyrie no longer disconnects Caduceus staff from its target. Bro, this has been like a fucking long fucking this has been just a fucking long time. I've heard Mercy players asking for this change, dude. They finally fucking get it. Should have been done 5 years ago. Yeah, it should have. You had a error margin of 0.85 seconds, now 0.65, so it's less forgiving. I hear you, man. I hear you, but again, like players that already know the timings of certain things won't really get affected by this. The duration. It only really affects players that don't really know the timing that well. So, Kiriko changes, kind of disappointing. Brig changes, kind of whatever. BAP changes, honestly, not throughout the support changes so far are just kind of like whatever this patch. A shame there's no Bastion nerf. And honestly, I think everything else looks decent. I still gotta look at the Malga changes. I still gotta look at the Ramacha changes, but everything else looks decent. Weird changes. Soldier, good May change. EMP, Sombra, lockout ability is a little concerning. Chat, did I say anything good about this patch? I'm trying to... What did I say that was good about this patch? Tracer, damage buff, good. May nerf, good. Winston buff, kind of good. I'm on the fence of Ram and Malga. And Junker Queen, I would say this is more... I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about the Queen. Also, Doomfist... Oh, that's also... I don't know. I'm very confused with this patch. I'm gonna be honest. Chat, I am confused. This doesn't really change the meta, chat. You're still gonna see Sigma. You're still gonna see Baptiste. This doesn't really change anything in high elo.